Hi guys, this is Simeon from Swedish Homestead. Today I'm gonna answer some questions that were commonly asked in the comments section on our videos by subscribers or viewers. So I'm in the workshop right now. I'm actually working on a new video that I'm gonna post soon. And I thought it would just be a good time to do a Q&A, actually questions that many of you have asked in the past days and past weeks and that keep coming up a lot. Some of those have been answered in videos, but maybe not all of you have seen all the videos, and some of the questions obviously are not answered. So one of the questions that is asked a lot is why we speak such good English, or why our kids even speak English if we live in Sweden. And well, the truth is that I am German and my wife is American, and I moved to Sweden 14 years ago when I was about 16 years old. And my wife, she joined us here on the farm after we married, and this is about 8-9 years ago now. So that's why we have kids that speak English. English is their mother tongue. I try to speak German with them, except for on the videos now, and then they get in school here they get Swedish. Another question that keeps coming up a lot is what I do for a living. It's obvious that YouTube is not what I earn my money with, and we have the homestead, and it doesn't seem like we have as big of a farm that you can live off. And I have been working for a while in the landscaping, or with landscaping. I don't know all the English terms. Sometimes my mind wanders away. I've been working with landscaping, driveways, paver stones, and that kind of stuff for a customer, which is a company in town. I have my own business. I've also worked in the forest a little bit. I've worked with other things as well in my business, just depending on what kind of jobs I would have, that kind of stuff. And since 2 years ago about, we decided that I would start the process of getting this farm to a place where I can actually earn an income on this farm. And this is the second year now we are into this, and what we have done is we have slowly started the garden and the chickens, which is going to be the main income next year. So from let's say February, March, April, somewhere there, this upcoming year, I will be on this farm full time, and here's what we'll have as a main income. We will have about 350 laying chickens. We've sold eggs from a little bit over 100 chickens for the past few years. Then we will have 350, and this will be pastured eggs. Basically the chickens will, during the summertime, be in a mobile stable and be eating off the pasture. About 30% of their feed will come off the pasture. So we sell those as pastured eggs. Then we are raising pastured poultry, chickens and turkeys, which this year we have raised a few hundred, and mainly to just check it out ourselves, how it all goes. We've had really good results. And now this year the other thing that we did was buy all the kind of chickens that we need, because we don't want to use hybrids for the egg production. At least we don't want to use hybrids, and we have been buying a lot of good material that we can breed with. So we have about 80 chickens right now, and those are the ones that we will breed with, and we will hatch about 500 or 600 chicks this winter. And we are also hoping to be able to build a butcher shop here on the farm this winter, so that we are legally allowed to slaughter the pasture poultry and then sell it directly to the customer. All our produce, our garlic, our tomatoes, onions, we've sold a little bit, cucumbers, eggs, and the pasture poultry, we try to sell everything directly to the customer. So from next year on, those are the things that we that my family, out of these three families, my family is the first one who's taking the step of being full-time on the farm, pursuing those things. So obviously the farm produces a little bit some other things as well. We've sold some firewood, we have sold a little lumber, we have the forest. Every year we sell a bunch of trees to the paper industry, and those are just things, you know, that try to help us cover the farm cost. So right now I'm still working partially in town, partially on the farm, and from next year on I'm going to be full-time here on the homestead or on the farm, however you might call it now. And I believe it's going to be a steep uphill stretch of road for us, just because you know, usually around us here all the farms are shutting down, and the people are very old and they're getting retired. And you have the same thing in the States. You know, the average farmer is like mid-60s. For example, I know we have viewers from all over the world, and I believe this is a trend not just in the States or in Sweden, but all over the world. The farmers in general are very old, and it's hard, but we've had some good experience. We're starting to build up a customer network in town where we are delivering produce. Right now it's just eggs in the wintertime to the customers every 2 to 3 weeks. And we hope that that will grow and work out well. So yeah, those are the most common questions, the two most common questions. I've also received questions of what is the place of the lake, the name of the lake called, where exactly do you live, and we don't want to put out the exact name of the lake or the exact address of our farm, even though if somebody wanted to, I'm sure they could find out, but we just don't want to post it publicly on YouTube or Facebook or something. But we live, if you look on the map of Sweden, Sweden is a very long country from south to north. If you look on the map, you see these two big lakes. They're the two biggest lakes in Europe. If you see those, our farm is located on the northern end of these, between the two lakes. So that should give you an idea of where we are located. It's a beautiful area, lots of water, and very much a landscape that has a lot of variation in it. Another thing that I would like to tell you guys is that we also have a Facebook page, and there we post some pictures sometimes, or just a quick update, and that's always live, since we post something like a picture we just took. You know, with the videos, it's usually like a one, sometimes more, sometimes a couple or 3 days delay. The Facebook is always up to date. You know, if we post a picture, that picture was taken a few seconds ago or a few minutes ago. So check that out if you'd like to follow us there as well. It might have some interesting stuff that the videos don't have. One other thing that I would like to say is that we've had some comments on our videos from some of you guys that I have not been able to answer. For some reason, YouTube doesn't work and I cannot reply to your comments. If that's you, it's not because I didn't like your name, but it just didn't work for me, okay? I'm sorry about that. You know, some comments I actually had to delete just because people were cussing and saying really, really rude things about other people and other channels. And, you know, people can be critical and stuff, and I won't delete the comment, but if it's going in that direction, you know, it's our channel, and I'm gonna delete those comments. But if you haven't gotten a reply, it's probably because YouTube didn't let me. Some of you have sent messages to me. I completely missed out on that because there are no notifications that jumped up for me. So I found those messages today, and I answered the ones that I received. So I'm not trying to exclude someone. So we're just trying our best to answer all the comments and messages that we get. You know, I also do a lot of non-profit work, and we live quite busy lives, so if it takes a while, or if we don't reply, if this channel will grow, I can promise that we will be able to keep up with this, but we try our best. We also have a lot of very enthusiastic viewers from Sweden, the country where I live in, and I've received the question if I can say something in Swedish or even make a video in Swedish. I don't think I'll be making videos in Swedish, just because the channel is in English, so the audience can watch all over the world. But I can say a few things in Swedish if you would like me, and if you guys want to know how Swedish sounds about. I know I still have a little accent in my Swedish, and I also speak a little bit of the more dialect, typical Swedish from our area. So, but if you want to get an idea of how Swedish sounds, you might find this interesting. Så hej på er allihopa, alla mina svenska tittare. Det är väldigt kul att ni är med också. Jag hade faktiskt inte svenska publiken i baktanken när jag startade kanalen, men det är jättekul att det är så många härifrån, både från Skåne ända upp till Norrbotten, som tittar på kanalen, och det är väldigt kul att ni är med också. Und dann auch auf Deutsch vielleicht. Wir haben auch einige Leute, die aus Deutschland zuschauen, und auch euch herzlich willkommen. Sehr schön, dass ihr dabei seid, und hoffe, dass ihr einfach Spaß an dem Kanal hier habt in Schweden. So that was actually Swedish and German. Those are the three languages, English, Swedish, German, that I speak. I wish I could greet you all in your mother tongue, but unfortunately that's not my gift. So I hope you enjoyed this. So I'm sure we will be doing this more often, a little bit question and answer, because so many of you guys have just been asking questions and are so excited about this channel, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you. We are overwhelmed with just all the encouragement we have been receiving, and from all over the world. I mean, from all the countries in Europe, many countries in Europe, the States, Australia, New Zealand. We have just gotten so many encouraging comments, and thank you so much. I think if this wouldn't have gone this way, I don't know for how long we would have done this, but you guys are awesome. So thank you so much. We are all learning this whole YouTube thing, and there are also some mean comments from people, and we are just learning how to deal with all of this, and allowing people to be part of our lives without sacrificing our privacy as a family and our time. We're just really trying to find the balance here. So hang in there, give us the time to learn everything. Also, we're using very basic equipment for shooting these videos. We don't have all the action cameras, we don't have good tripods. My biggest struggle right now is the audio, so I would just say, as soon as I can invest in some of those things, the audio quality and other things will improve, and hang in there and stay with us. So I hope that helps you. I hope you enjoyed this information, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.